We are going to cover today is friction and force analysis. Already in the previous class, I have given you some brief introduction of the friction problems. Okay, for example, let me take a block. Okay, let me take a block, something like this. Let me take a block. Okay, if you draw the free body diagram of the block, okay, I'm for example, I'm pulling the block in this direction. Suppose I want to pull the block in this direction. The free body diagram of the block is nothing but, so this is my W and a normal force, and you will be having a frictional force as well. Okay, this is a free body diagram. Let me draw this here, free body diagram of this block. So W, then N, then P, and frictional force. You got it, right? So if you resolve the forces according to that, this block is in static. Imagine that here imagine that P is equal to 0. You are not applying any load. If you are not applying any load, means this block is in static equilibrium, which means this block is not moving. It's not moving anywhere. So this block is in static equilibrium. Then we can say that force vertical component, resolve all the forces vertical components, which give you that W is equal to N. Okay, and similarly resolve all forces horizontally, force FH. Okay, which gives you P is equal to frictional force. Since I am not applied any load there, so frictional force is 0. The first condition, my frictional force is 0, case 1. When load is 0 means my frictional force is 0. Keep that in mind, okay? Case 1, when you are not applying any load, then the frictional force is 0, guys. Okay, now case 2. Case 2, I'm applying some load. I'm applying some load means I'm applying some load. Take the load as P, okay, arbitrary P load. Okay, the load is, I'm mentioning the load as P. Now here, if you do the, okay, this load is not moving the block. This load is not enough to move the block. For example, let me say that the weight of this block is somewhere around it's a 50 kg block. Okay, the weight will be like 50 into 10, 500 newtons. Okay, 500 newton, because weight is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. I'm assuming acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square. So 50 into 10 is 500 newton, guys. Okay, the weight is 500 newton. So if you resolve, see, what I'm doing is I'm pulling this block, okay, with let me say with a load of yeah, I'm pulling this block with a load of 100 newton. Yeah, I'm pulling this block with a load of 100 newton, and I am having there are two types of coefficient of frictions, guys. One is static coefficient of, one is mu s, another one is mu k. Mu is nothing but coefficient of friction, static coefficient of friction. Static coefficient of, once again, coefficient of friction. Okay, this one is, oh sorry, this one is mu k is nothing but dynamic coefficient of friction. Dynamic coefficient of friction. Students, please switch off your mic. Okay, it's once you join the forum, just switch off your mic. That will be better. Yeah. Now I mentioned two kinds of coefficient of friction, right? When the block is stationary means you have to use static coefficient of friction. Okay, when the block is stationary means you have to use mu s, static coefficient of friction. So let me say that my mu s, static coefficient of friction, is let me take around 0.4, and my dynamic coefficient of friction is also 0.4. I'm assuming something like that. Mu s is equal to 0.4, mu k is equal to 0.4. If you resolve the forces, you can see that N is equal to, N is nothing but W, N is equal to W, which is 500 Newton. To resolve all the forces horizontally. Similarly, if we resolve all the forces, for resolving horizontally means you are getting this condition. To resolve the forces vertically, you can see that, resolve horizontally, you can see that Ff is equal to P. So, which tells me that usually the frictional force formula, what is the frictional force formula? Ff is equal to mu n. You know this famous formula, Ff is equal to mu n. Okay, use the mu here. Mu is 0.4. And what is my n? My n is 500. So which gives me 200 Newton. You got it, right? Which gives me Ff is equal to 200 Newton. But since it is in equilibrium, if you do the force balance, I got my Ff here as almost 100 Newton. You got it, right? Because that is the load here. So practically what I'm trying to say here is, if the frictional force of this, okay, the resisting force of this frictional force is 200 Newton. So if you're pulling this block with 100 Newton, you can't able to pull the block won't move. Still the block will be in stationary. So enna solla varanna, in the frictional force on the 200 Newton, this frictional force is 200 Newton, and you are pulling the block with 100 Newton. Okay, so still the block will be in stationary, which tells me that the frictional force is 100 only. Okay, note the point. Okay, now let's me take that to third case, case 3. Now I'm pulling this block with 200 Newton. If I'm pulling the block with 200 Newton means, then frictional force is nothing but mu n is nothing but 200. Case 3. Now case 4. Okay, case 4, I'm pulling this block with 300 Newton. If I'm pulling the block with 300 Newton means, okay, now if you do the force, resolution, resolve all the forces, sigma F vertical, which means N is equal to, as per my thing, it is 500 Newton, right? It is 500 Newton. Okay, then P minus FF. What is the value of P minus FF? P is, I'm applying 300 Newton. Okay, I'm applying 300 Newton to pull the block, and the frictional force I calculated. To calculate this frictional force, now the block is not stationary. Since I have applied 300 Newton, now the block will start to move. Okay, now the block will start to move. So we have to use dynamic friction here, coefficient of dynamic friction here. So for dynamic friction also, for my case it is 200. Okay, my case is 200. So sigma horizontal is nothing but 100, which tells me that the block is moving. This force will make the block to move. You got it, right? So what is the acceleration of the block means? Use the famous Newton's second law, sigma Fh is equal to mass into acceleration. So mass of the block, I told you, right? The mass of the block is 50 kg. Then the acceleration of the block is nothing but 100 by 50, 2 meter per second square. This block is accelerating with the acceleration of 2 meter per second square. There are 4 cases. That's what the basic concept of